Here are 8 ways, 8 things you can do right now to begin attracting your ex back in your life using the law of attraction. Hi everyone, Robert Zink, miracle mentor and alchemy life coach. And today we are soaring in love, soaring high, like a big, beautiful eagle flying in the direction of your dreams and your goals. We're talking about something that is very, very important. And if you're going through it, it just seems like it consumes your entire life. You've gone through a breakup. You've gone through a separation, or perhaps you're going through a breakup or going through a separation, and your heart is broken. It's devastated. You know, we get letters like this every single day. Do you realize we get about 800 to 1,000 emails a week from people just like yourself that are going through or have gone through a breakup and want the love of their life back in their life? And I'm here to tell you that if you loved once, you can love again, stronger, deeper, with more passion, with more commitment the second time around. So high flyers, I'm going to share with you 8 things that I think are very, very important to attracting your ex back. But first, I want to give you a warning. There are all kinds of relationship gurus out there who will say, well, you can't talk to your ex for 30 days or 90 days or don't return their phone call. It's all hogwash, high flyers. You're going to learn in this video that working in inspired action and inspired reception is how you best operate when it comes to creating a bridge of communication and a bridge of love between you and your ex-partner. So the other day I had this client. She came to me. She said, look, I've been to 30 psychics. Isn't one enough? 30 psychics. And about 20 of them told me that he was my soulmate. And the other 10 told me to get away, give him up, he's never coming back. High flyers, another little bit of advice I want to give you is, yes, if you feel the need to go to a psychic or an intuitive, that's up to you. But I wouldn't place a lot of emphasis on what they say. And the reason is I don't want someone else determining my future, determining my outcome. I am a co-creator of my reality, and therefore I choose to create my reality from within rather than by listening to someone else. So high flyers, the first thing I'm going to tell you is, number one, is it's very counterintuitive, and I understand that. But if you will do this, and you will invest yourself in this, you will see that this counterintuition really, really works because it connects you and puts you in a vibrational alignment with the one that you love. First, focus on gratitude. Every single time you get a negative thought that comes into your mind, you have a negative thought, you have a thought that he's never going to love me, she's dating someone else, they're never going to have an interest in me again, it's gone forever. Every time you have one of those negative thoughts, focus on gratitude. I'm so grateful for the night that we spent out on the beach. It was one of the most beautiful nights of my life. I'm so grateful for the times that we spent cuddled up watching TV together in front of the fire. I'm so great. In other words, you focus on specific times in your relationship and you amplify them. You make them stronger and you connect with the infinite field of potential, the universe, the God force energy, and you connect with gratitude. Now, later on, as you progress, you might be feeling grateful for the fact that they're calling you now. And the two of you are now talking again. or you're now spending time together again. But the first and foremost thing that I think is absolutely essential to create the right kind of vibrational energy is gratitude. Think of all the wonderful things that the two of you did together and become grateful for it. Relive them. Relive them. Make them brighter and bolder in your mind and be grateful from the inside out. That's a wonderful way to reestablish a deep emotional connection between you, your lover, and the universe, all at the same time. So I often use an example. I'll say that you walk into a Starbucks and you order yourself a cup of coffee, and you're sitting in the Starbucks and you're drinking the coffee, and over in the corner there is a guy or a woman, and they're kind of got their head like this, and maybe they're reading a book, or maybe they're just looking at their iPad, and they just seem down. And you go up and say hi to them, and they go, yeah. And then you see someone else come in, and they order a cup of coffee, and they sit down at a different table. And they're energetic, they're on fire, they're bubbly, they're looking at their iPad, but they're smiling and laughing and giggling while they're doing it. And then you walk by and you say hi. And they say, hi, how are you doing? And the next thing you know, the two of you are engaged in an incredible conversation. Be happy and magnetic. From day one after the breakup, be happy and magnetic. You see, happiness, like the law of attraction states, it attracts more happiness. Magnetism attracts all kinds of positive things. But when you're down, when you're focused on your pain, when you're focused on what you don't have, when you're focused on what you've lost, then you are attracting more of the same. And so you're literally pushing your ex-lover away from you. Focus on being happy, have affirmations and thoughts and plans for the day. As you wake up, make certain that you have enough activity to keep yourself happy and active all day long. Well, high flyers, when I've been in a situation where there's been a little bit of tension between me and my lover, Rachel, sometimes I will just close my eyes and put my feet up for a moment, and I will visualize her. I will see her in my mind, and I will simply say these words: I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Now, this is Ho'oponopono. It's Hawaiian prayer method that we've talked about on this channel, and certainly others have talked about it. Dr. Hugh Lin, Dr. Joe Vitale, a number of other people have talked about this Hawaiian prayer method. But what it does is it sends out positive vibes to that other person. It says, I'm not just focused on me. I'm not just focused on what I want. I'm not just focused on my needs. I'm focused on your needs. And so it takes only a few moments. Just close your eyes. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And high flyers, after you have done this exercise, you will feel more clear and energized, and the person that you sent the energy to will also feel more clear and energized. It's a win-win situation. So one of the things that I think is absolutely essential is to make certain that that 5 minutes before bedtime, that you own it and you use it for creative visualization. They say the 5 minutes before bedtime, or the thoughts you think as you fall asleep, you will carry into the next day. So why not send positive thoughts? Why not have positive visualization experiences? We call it theater of the mind. Simply go back to a time when the two of you were locked together, when you were absolutely happy, when you were filled with love and filled with joy. If you were in that position once before in your relationship, you can be there again. By the way, I want to remind you that we provide one-on-one miracle mentoring and alchemy life coaching to help you restore your relationship, to make it new, a whole new relationship. Rather than go back and have the same old relationship, you can go forward and have a brand new relationship. And we do this through a number of different means, but it's very, very effective. We've helped people and had successes in 60 different countries. We can help you too. We believe that if you loved once, you can love again, stronger, deeper the second time around. Visit us at lawofattractionsolutions.com and just simply fill out the form, put a little letter there about what's going on, and always include your phone number. So high flyers, number 5 is to take inspired action. And this kind of circles back to what I was talking about in the beginning. A lot of the so-called gurus, when it comes to relationships, they have these hard, fast rules. When you work with us in miracle mentoring and alchemy life coaching, we take a look at the situation and we feel it out and what we are being inspired with. So what are you being inspired to do? I'm not talking about what your ego wants to do. I'm not talking about what your fears want to do. I'm not talking about what your doubts want to do. I'm talking about what you feel inspired to do. There are going to be times when reaching out makes the most sense. Take inspired action. There's other times when giving that person space, a time to heal, makes the most sense. Take inspired action. But there's other actions you can take too. There's actions you can take in regards to your health, your vitality, your weight, your apartment or your house, your career, any number of things. The more you bring yourself up, raise yourself up, raise your vibration in other parts of your life, the more it will start to bleed over into your relationship as well. Take inspired action. Now, high flyers, when I say let it go and let it flow, I'm not talking about giving up. I'm not talking about stopping. I'm talking about doing your visualization, perhaps affirmations or any exercises you have, and then getting on with your life and getting on with the day and letting that energy have time to just flow into your life at its own pace and its own speed. Some things happen overnight. I've worked with clients that they said, well, we'll never get back together, but I'll give it a try, Robert. And within a week, they were back together under the same roof. And I worked with clients that, well, they had a great relationship. They were still talking to each other. And it took a little longer, took a couple months for them to come back together. Allow the universe to work on divine timing. So just let it go and let it flow. Well, I think it's very important that any clearing work you can do, any healing work you can do, to give up the pain, of the breakup and maybe some of the stuff you went through in the relationship. It's time to give up the pain. It's time to give up the anger. Because if you're still holding on to part of that, if you're still saying, I want to attract this person back so I can wail my anger on them, that isn't going to attract anyone back. You need to give up the pain and give up the anger. It's time to let go. I know you may have been hurt and hurt very badly, but there's no benefit. There's no upside to hanging on to that pain. I'm going to put a link down below here, a link down below to a video we just did that's designed to help you heal, designed to help you give up the pain. Once you are clear, you are open to attracting more of what you really desire, the love you desire, the love that you crave. And finally, high flyers, this is so important. I could have put this as number 1, but it's number 8 on my list. Never look at outside evidence. I don't care what your sister's telling you. I don't care what your friends are saying. I don't care what you saw on their Instagram page. I don't care about any of that. You see, manifesting and the law of attraction is an inside job. It's about your inner vibration shifting so strongly that the outer world changes. And it changes in a positive way. But when you start looking at exterior evidence, evidence that things are going right or evidence that things are going wrong, all you're doing is hurting yourself and you're slowing down the process of attracting your ex back into your life. I hope this helps you. Be sure and come by our website, lawofattractionsolutions.com. We are here to help you. You have a great day because you absolutely deserve it. Bye-bye now.